February has given us more than our share of cold and storms, and yes, cabin fever might be setting in, which means it is fitting that the Cabin Fever Film Festival in Maine is just around the corner. It's happening from March 7th through 9th at the Camden Opera House. It's sponsored by the Points North Institute, the folks who bring us the Camden International Film Festival. And with us here on 207 are Elise McCabe, the new executive director of Points North, and Sean Flynn, also with Points North and the Cabin Fever Film Festival. Thank you both for coming in. Good to have you here.
Thanks for having us.
So let's talk about what you guys have coming up. This is sort of as we say, a festival that gets us through the end of winter in Maine. What are you trying to do with this one, Elise? Just give us a quick shot of what the Cabin Fever Film Festival is all about.
Yeah, it's 3 days of screenings at the Camden Opera House, and it's really just an opportunity for the community to come together. We hope it's going to be the end of winter. I don't know whether it will necessarily be the end of winter,
no.
But it's, you know, it's a chance for us to kind of come together with the local community, and also a chance to say thank you. You know, they really come out and put on a lot, you know, in September. So this is a nice chance for us just to kind of hunker down with the local community and you know, watch films and get a chance to talk about them.
All documentary films. Let's talk about just some of them. We're going to begin with a film about astronaut Sally Ride. Tell me a little about this documentary.
Yeah, it's a really interesting one. She was the first American woman into space.
The sequencer on board now controlling final seconds.
I think it's time that people realize that women in this country can do any job that they want to do.
Part of the opening up of the NASA space program after the civil rights movement, she was a pioneering scientist and astronaut. Went into space in 1983, but she had a kind of part of her life that was never public, which was that she, for 27 years, had a female partner, and that only became public after her death. So it's both about her ascendancy as an astronaut and also the parts of her that she had to keep secret.
Let's have a preview of another of the documentaries. Sean, this one is called Every Little Thing. I was captivated from about the first shot in the trailer. Give us a quick snapshot of this film.
Sure. So this is a really extraordinary film about an extraordinary woman in Los Angeles who is running a hummingbird rehabilitation center out of her home. And so through the course of the film, you get to know these individual hummingbirds that she's nursing back to health from injury, from sickness.
He wants to fly very badly, and I hope that he will.
That's all we need. Yes, you can. Oh, look, you're feeling it.
She's getting to know the people that are bringing the birds to them, and you're getting to know kind of her backstory, which is kind of full of twists and turns, and how she got to this point in her life where she's providing such critical care.
Even without knowing anything about the story, I was captivated just by the footage. The shots of the hummingbirds are just dazzling. Yeah. One more let's touch on. It's called Speak. What is this film about?
Yeah, so this is a great film that just premiered just about a month ago at the Sundance Film Festival, and it follows 5 high school juniors and seniors that are participating in competitive oratory. So that means they're going out to these local, regional, national competitions, giving 10-minute speeches that are really rooted in their personal experience, their view of the world, and they're learning how to express themselves in really compelling ways.
I don't always agree with everyone's speeches, but I can see the perspective and how they get there.
So it's kind of a competition film. They get to know each other. These are 5 of the brightest young minds and communicators in the country.
The fact that this film premiered at Sundance just a month ago tells us something about the caliber of the movies that you are getting.
Well, exactly, and I meant to say that about Sally, which also premiered at Sundance in January. So, I mean, these are really supreme works of art, and I think also it's not just sort of 7 brilliant films. You're also going to go on a journey over the course of, you know, from Friday night to Sunday afternoon. We've really curated to take you on a journey over the course of those 3 days.
Well said. Elise, Sean, thanks both for coming in. We appreciate you being here. It's the Cabin Fever Film Festival happening at the Camden Opera House, March 7th through the 9th. Information on tickets, films, everything else in the 207 section of our app or website. Stick around. We'll be back in just a moment.